Alright, well there's some hillbilly engineering going on right there. So this is what we got. About 112. I don't know if that shows it, but it's showing about 112. That teaspoon of yeast. I'm going to use that on the salt here in a minute. Well, got to actually use that on the sugar too. Mix all that up good. Make sure all the little yeast is separated. Sugar gets mixed in there good. And then we're going to cover that up. Stick it in that corner. Make sure no bugs get into it. We're going to wrap that up a little bit. And then we're going to let that sit for about 5 minutes. It can go 10. It's not going to hurt it. While I'm going to measure out my flour and get that ready to go, we're going to pause this. Now I know I'm set up. We can just pause it now. All right, it's been about 10 minutes. Let me see how that puffed up. I'm just going to add all that. Like I said, that's 2 cups of flour, and a teaspoon of salt. 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now then, we're going to take a spoon. I'm just going to bring all that together. It's going to turn into a real dry ball. You're going to think, and that needs some more water. You don't. Might need some more flour. Just keep working it, keep poking at it, press it up. Try to get all that loose flour congealed. Little bits. Just keep poking at it. It'll all come together. It looks like it's too dry. I assure you it isn't. What we're going to do, we're going to get rid of that. Take this. So this is for your hands. A bit of that there. Put that on the counter. Now, I'm gonna poke at all of that. Try to get all that flour out of there. Poke into a loose ball. Yeah, that's probably gonna need some more flour added to it. So I'm gonna do that. Both hands into it, and you just knead it. You can see it's real loose, kind of breaky. It looks nasty. Now then, we're just going to knead it. It should be slightly sticky. It should want to try to stick to the countertop. That's why I put a little oil down. If it gets too sticky to where it's just unmanageable, a little bit of flour. Matter of fact, I can already tell that that's going to need a little bit of flour to it. I'm going to add a little bit, just a little bit. You don't want to over flour this. You want it to be slightly sticky as you're kneading it. And you want to get that slightly sticky consistency kind of right there at the beginning. It may take a few times to get used to it. Maybe just a little bit more. Like I said, it don't take, that's probably enough right there. I'd rather err a little wet than a little dry because it's easier to add flour than to add water. Alright, now then, I'm going to go ahead and knead on this. I'm going to pause this, I'm going to knead it, I'm going to show you what it should look like once it's done. And once it's ready to, it takes about 10 minutes. We're about halfway through You can see this all started to come together. It's more pliable. Still a little sticky, but that's, you kind of want it a little sticky. And just keep, this time, roll it. Just keep kneading on it, keep working on it. If it gets too bad sticky, you can add a little bit of oil, spray your countertop down again. I did that earlier, but you don't want to add too much flour. You want it a little bit sticky. All right, we're gonna keep on working this. All right, we're getting closer. I don't know if you can see how much smoother that is, but it's not quite there. The way you can test it is you can try and do the spread test. It's breaking apart a little bit quick. Another 5 minutes, 3 to 5 more minutes on this, it'll be ready. Okay, I'm gonna call this done. Just a little bit smoother. See, it'll stretch. And you can start to see through it and it goes translucent. That's about what we're looking for. Just kind of mash it all together into a coherent ball. A little bit of olive oil in here. About a tablespoon. We're gonna need, yes. Chunks ain't gonna hurt nothing. Coat that up real good. I actually do, because I'll take some of this. Do that with the fan running in the back, man. That. Spread it out good first. Flip that over. Stick that down. Scoop that down in there like that. That way it don't dry out. Now, this is where all the flavor comes. The rise. If you've got time, stick it in the refrigerator overnight. Take it out and give it 6 hours to come to room temperature. Then you can use it. I'm just gonna stick this in the oven just to keep it dark, about an hour. Let it rise, and we'll make some pizzas out of it. That's all there is to it, guys. It really is. Well, shut her down, son.